What's going on? What's happening, people? It's your host, Quadeuce, and this is FYI with Quadeuce, and today I have a very, very good episode for you guys. It's feature packed, emotion packed, got a lot of good news in there. Let's get right into it. In today's news, former President Jimmy Carter turns 100. He said he wants to hang on until October the 15th when he can vote for fellow Democrat Kamala Harris. Happy birthday, Jimmy. God damn, boy. I never got to see your term as president, and I don't know you. I'm only 25, but I can only hope to see the day that I become 100 years old. So anybody that makes it to 100 years old deserves some type of recognition. Happy birthday, Jimmy. In other news, John Amos, the U.S. football player turned actor who was acclaimed for his roles in the 1970s TV series Good Times, as well as the miniseries Roots, has passed at 84. It is with heartfelt sadness that I share with you that my father has transitioned, his son said in a statement. He was a man with the kindest heart and a heart of gold, and he was loved the world over, he added. Again, rest in peace, rest in power to another legend. I just want y'all to understand, as I said earlier in this episode, I'm 25 and I love myself some good times. You gotta understand how far the reach of this legend and the show Good Times, as well as the miniseries Roots, you gotta understand how far that reaches and the Afrocentric culture. Like, I shouldn't know shit about no Good Times, but I do, and I love that show. You see what I'm saying? So, rest in power to another legend. If you ain't catch the last episode, Mutombo had passed away, and we spoke on that legend. And today we get to speak on this legend. He played in some very, very powerful films, and like I said, the reach extends very far. So I can't imagine what his family must be feeling right now, what they must be going through right now. Prayers out for his family, sending peace, love, positive energy, and vibrations, you know what I'm saying, to his family as they go through this time. But as his son said, he had a heart of gold and was well loved, you know what I'm saying, by the world. So yeah, rest in peace to that legend. Also, go catch you an episode of Good Times for the legend. Come on, we did the finger wave yesterday for Mutombo. Let's go catch a couple episodes of Good Time for the legend. Rest in power. Shannon Bond, not sure if I'm saying that correctly, a 62-year-old scientist and former mayor of Mexico City, took the oath of office and received the presidential sash in a boisterous ceremony in Mexico's Congress, which marks the start of her 6-year term. It is time for transformation. It is time for women, she said with emotion. Congratulations on her being Mexico's first female president. That is very exciting. Turn up, turn up, turn up, hey, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, hey. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. I know I didn't say it and it didn't sound like I was excited when I said it because I was reading. Um, but understand something about Quadeuce, your host. Man, I've been waiting for this moment where I could see things starting to shift, where I could see things starting to change, especially in the power structure. Cause nigga, excuse me, but I'm Afrocentric. A nigga be tired of fucking all this overly masculine energy running shit, bruh. Like a nigga be wanting to heal, you feel me? Don't say that at home, by the way, especially if you're not Afrocentric. But I'm just saying, like, be wanting to heal and be wanting the people to be able to heal and the governments and countries, and who better to heal the land than a woman? You know what I'm saying? A woman, straight up. And I ain't gonna lie, I want to see other countries follow the footsteps. The U.S. has a chance right now with Kamala, and with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Doing the most right now, being in the news for a lot of stuff in poor taste right now, especially regarding those remarks around the hurricane, which we're gonna get into in a minute. Hopefully, all I'm saying is other governments and countries could follow along, and she could set a good example for the rest of the world, and especially for all of the females and the girls growing up. Because one thing I was just talking to somebody about, I'm not even sure who it was, but I'm like, I've never heard a female say I want to be the president. And it's like, do I want my daughter to grow up in a world where she never even have a thought of like, I can be this, because there's no example for it? No. So shout out to the first female president of Mexico. Congratulations. Hey, I'm Afrocentric, so I'm gonna have to do something and celebrate for you, even though I don't know you and you don't know me. That's great news for the healing of the nations in general. You know what I'm saying? Cause we ain't seen nothing but war, ego contest. So, we sick of that shit. Some people ready to heal and ready to actually do things to change and better the lives of the folks that's around them. And like I said, hopefully this beautiful woman can set a beautiful example for the upcoming governments and take some of the fear out of people's hearts when it comes to putting a woman in a position of power. I don't understand the fear personally. I don't. But like I said, congratulations. My Afro-eccentric self probably gonna roll something up in celebration. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to her. 6 years to come, and hopefully it's a successful 6 years and everything goes smoothly, and she can show an example to the rest of the world on how to be a boss ass bitch. You hear me? Straight like that. Let's get into some more news, shall we? In other news, Morning Joe host slammed Trump's particularly disgusting lie about Hurricane Helene. Talk about it. Now, when it comes to politics, I told y'all Quadeuce don't really do them because he know the truth. But when it comes to empowering people to believe that they can achieve things, Quadeuce is all about that. And that's why you got the little miniature celebration from me regarding Mexico's first female president. But to get into this situation, we're gonna just start off by saying it's in poor taste again, and this is why we need the feminine aspect and energy to help heal the land, because with masculine energy, if it's overdone, it's always just a fight. That's what it boiled down to, because that's what masculine energy is. It's energy that allows you to fight. That's what it is. We don't need that right now. We need energy that allows healing. During that hurricane where people, over 130 people have lost their lives, you're up here lying, being confirmed by multiple sources to have been caught lying, all for the sake of the fight. And what is his fight? Former President Donald Trump's fight right now to get back in office. All I'm saying is, even you, former President Trump, have to be better. Even you. Like, that's even low for you. And I like some of the shit you say. I like some of the shit you done. But I'd be lying if I said that was not poor taste. This hurricane tore up everything from Florida on up. And all you worried about is your motherfucking campaign, your motherfucking getting reelected back in office. We don't really need that type of energy back in office. You see what I'm saying? That's really just the truth. If you come in with that type of energy, just go ahead and drop out now, because that's not what the world needs. I mean, we already got conflict brewing and building over there in the Middle East like a motherfucker, as Iran has started full-fledged and scale launching missiles into Israel. And Israel has full-fledged started a ground attack into fighting Iran and all of those little militant groups. If you don't get the picture of what Quadeuce is trying to say on some spiritual-ish, and for all of y'all that like what I'm saying right now, be sure to go join my spiritual channel. And I got a whole bunch of other channels as well to go join. About 6 right now. Still working on them, but it's called The Essence of Quadeuce. Don't hop over there and join that. That's too much. That's too much masculine energy and not enough feminine energy. The power structure is not balanced with the yin and the yang. And it kind of angers me, Trump, to be honest, if this is true, because we do know that the media does lie, but some of this stuff that you saying, come on now, saying that the White House is just not concerned about what's going on and they're not doing everything they can. Come on now. Why would the White House not be doing everything they could? Why would, at this point, you're telling just bold-faced lies. And I'm not saying that I know if that's 100% true, but I don't. But all I'm saying is it's been confirmed by multiple sources, from Joe to the governor that you said that Joe talked to, and that you said that that the governor of Georgia, President Trump, said that he was having a hard time getting Joe on the phone. Now, that don't really sound too hard to believe if you've ever been in the government and you know all of the different power structures you have to go up. That don't sound too hard to believe. But all the rest of the White House not doing all they can, this, that, and the third, slamming Kamala, talking about she's somewhere on the trying to get campaign cash or some shit like that, when I just reported yesterday, we can fact check it right here on FYI. I just reported yesterday that Kamala was going back to Washington for a briefing on the hurricane. So, and I apologize to the audience that's watching this. It's like, damn, you coming off a little strong. It's just the fact that this hurricane tore up where I'm from. You see what I'm saying? It tore up the western part of North Carolina, like out there. You know what I'm saying? With the mountains and shit at Asheville and all that shit. And it's people out there that have been completely cut off from resources. No roads, no electricity. Their whole life just went from modern to middle age. The Middle Ages, if you would. Imagine that. You in a modern home, you got modern roads, hurricane coming, hurricane hits down down in Florida. You're all the way in North Carolina. You don't expect it to be so much flooding that it's gonna take out the roads, hundreds of thousands of roads. Those people had to receive help by mule and aircraft. They got care packages down there coming in from aircrafts and mules because they don't have any road structure to drive on to get to these folks. And you got the nerve to play around about what's going on off of this fucking campaign? Man, fuck that campaign, man. If you ain't for the people, fuck it. And that's what I'm saying. We need more politics and political figures that are all for the people. Not for winning, not for looking good, not for this image shit. Like, it's time that the world gets real. It's time that the political figures around the world get real and address real world situations like real people. Not like Hollywood actors and stars. Former President Trump. And that's what I gotta say about that, man. I ain't gonna lie, that shit pissed me off a little bit. And that wraps up another successful episode of FYI with Quadeuce. I'm your host, Quadeuce. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Continue to tune in. Stay in the loop. Never miss a beat. Right here with FYI with Quadeuce.